Welcome to So Far Apart Together, a series of interviews with youth leaders and churchgoers where we look at how life has changed during this lockdown period. I've also asked them in advance if they'd like to share anything with the youth of Bethel and possibly the wider church, something to encourage, something to embolden, and possibly even to challenge. Today, joining me on the sofa, apart but together, is Tim Pickles. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
How you doing, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. How you doing, Senior?
I'm okay, Junior. See, now what a lot of people don't know is I'm the older one, apparently. Tim's much more responsible than I am, definitely. Tim, in your infinite wisdom and responsibility, what have you been doing during lockdown?
Well, for me, I continue to be working. So for my lockdown, it's been strange taking teams from working in an office to suddenly having to get them all working at home. And you can't go and help set anybody up at home. You've just got to give them the equipment and talk it over the phone.
IT support over the phone is always a difficult one, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
How many times have you repeated the age-old, have you tried turning it off and on again?
I've lost count.
That's always a good go-to response with anything technical. That's one of the first things I do whenever like any of the grandparents or anything like that phone me is like, have you tried turning it off and on? Have you tried even plugging it in yet? There we are.
Yeah.
But no, so you have been working. Have you managed to spend any more time with the family or anything?
I haven't, apart from I don't work on a Monday as part of my standard working week. So Monday Catherine goes to work, so I have Elsie and Miriam, my two girls. But I haven't taken any actual leave yet until this week. I'll take leave for the 10th of June because it's Elsie's 4th birthday.
Wow, I can't believe she's 4 already. And of course, an absolutely Wind in the Willows themed birthday party going to be going on there.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Absolutely love that book. One of my favorites.
That is good.
So I asked you before in the emails when we were preparing for this, if you had anything that you'd like to share with the young people and with the youth of the church. Have you got anything you want to share?
Yeah, I think sort of thing like share. This is very strange times to many of us. I think we've never been in this situation before. But technology gives us a really interesting advantage at this time, especially when I think it comes to sharing our faith and what we believe, because evangelism is one of those things where we often struggle. I say many of us, we find it hard. We see someone on Queen Street preaching the gospel and think, I could never do that, or I could never go and stand up at Soul Survivor in a brightly coloured shirt. But being online through, I'm not personally, but Facebook and Instagram and things gives, I think, young people that opportunity to share with people what they believe and other young people, and also be there as a very real witness where the world has gathered. The world has gathered online at this time. So, and it's taking small steps. I think it's saying you don't have to take big steps and, write a 10,000 word essay and put it up on Instagram to say this is what I believe. But even if you just start sharing a meme or sort of a video passing on, pointing out what we believe, what Christ means to you, because especially at this time when a lot of young people as well as older generations are quite fearful. The whole question of mortality and life and everything has really been challenged here. We're such secure lives up until this point, and then coronavirus has just really shaken those foundations. And I just think that online presence is a great way to bring the gospel to where the world is meeting. And young people, I think the youth are especially in a great place to be doing that, to just be sharing that hope that is Christ with the world around them.
Absolutely. I mean, it's social media offers such a great platform to be creative as well in how you're sharing. One of the byproducts that I've discovered as well, because I run the Bethel Youth Instagram account, and obviously I've followed a lot of church leaders, a lot of churches, a lot of youth groups and things like that on there, just to see what content people are putting out there. And the nice thing is, the more Christian users that you follow, the more Christian users you get fed. So the algorithms work and say, oh, well, you like this person, then maybe you like this person as well. And so you end up like getting fed and looking at so much content that keeps you accountable. And like yesterday, I was sitting there and I had like a buzz come up saying HTB Church had gone live with an evening worship session, which is great because it's a way of looking at that. And yeah, like you were saying, it's so easy to be able to share content these days. It's one click of a button and that's all. And you can put it out there and it can start a conversation. It can start people to realize who you are, like who you are in that secret place, who you are in that hiding place sometimes that we can put ourselves in. Being Christians in school or in a workplace, people might not know who we are outside of this environment. You know, we are Tim the father. Yes, we are, you know, Tim the banker. But we are Tim the Christian as well. Mm-hmm. And I can say that for both of us because we are Tim's the Christian. Tim's the Christian. Yeah, there we are. But, you know, a lot of people who follow me on social media might not know that because of the content I'm posting, because of the people that I'm following or the groups I'm following. So it's a good opportunity to look at how we represent ourselves online, and is that honoring Christ? You know, is that honoring God? But no, fantastic opportunity for people out there if they're willing to take that on board and take a stance for who they are and for their own faith and for how they portray themselves to other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But thank you so much for sharing that, Tim. Definitely, it's a brilliant opportunity for our young people, and like you said, they're best placed during this time. A lot of people, when the church meets in the building, sometimes we look to the elders or we look to the deacons in our case, so we look to the older people in the church to maintain the building. But what we've discovered during this time is that church isn't the building. Church is the people who attend, and the young people are core to that at this time because theirs is an opportunity to spread the gospel in a new manner, in a new means, using social media and online platforms, definitely.
Yeah. Just to say on that, I think you and I both have a namesake of a letter in the Bible, 2 letters actually.
And in that, we claim don't go shortchanging us. We have got 2.
But I think with Paul there reminding a young man, Timothy, that don't let his age be a barrier or people use it to stop him in any way. And I think that's a crucial thing as well. A Christian becomes a Christian as they believe in Christ. There isn't a course to go through to start sharing and telling people about this. So don't feel just because I'm a young person, I've got to wait or I've got to do, go to Soul Survivor or do particular seminars. We're called to start telling people about the amazing love of Christ, and don't let age ever feel that it has to be a barrier to you. At any age, you can say. In some of the best prayers recently I've heard have to have come from my daughter Elsie, who's only just about to be 4. And sometimes the words of a child speak so much truth, and the words of youth as well. So I just say to them, don't be put off by your age and thinking, I'm not ready. To be honest, no one who's ever become a Christian has ever really come ready for what it means and to share that, and nor have so many of the heroes of the Bible. But you've got a God who's fully ready and fully able to take you on that journey. So just go with him.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing with me today, Tim. Honestly, it's an absolute pleasure to know you as a person, know you as a friend, And yeah, I absolutely love spending time with you. So it's been great to have a quick catch up tonight, and to hear your message for the youth. And I hope you guys at home, whether you're watching this straight away or you're watching this in a few months' time or in a year's time, whenever you pick this up, I hope you are encouraged by what Tim said, are encouraged that you don't stand alone. And just because you are young does not mean that what you say is any less important than anybody else. So please do use the means that you have available to share the gospel during this time. Share the hope that Jesus can bring. Thanks very much for joining me on the sofa tonight, Tim. It's been great having you. Absolutely big love to the family, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
God bless. Bye.
Thank you so much for joining me on the sofa for this wonderful interview. If you want to see any more interviews, I'm sure they'll be available in the boxes next to me. Please keep tuning in, and if you want to be interviewed yourself, please give us a shout on the email in the description below. Bye-bye.